phrase of the day is mind your own business. You know, for years growing up, our parents and people have told us to mind our own business. And I don't believe we really know what that means. Your business is you. Your eyes are your supervisors. They watch everything that's going on in the world around you, what comes through, what passes, what people are doing, and they're distractions. And they send messages to the manager within your body that causes reactions, right? And these reactions are usually emotions and feelings, and they trigger action. Sometimes the action is not exactly what we're looking for or what we need, but it's that false sense of we understand what we're seeing and we know what we're doing that really starts to play tricks on us. So I want to share a little bit about business and what we should be doing to control those thoughts. First of all, I want you to right now close your eyes and just think about where you are in life, and think about how you got here, and think about all of the obstacles that you possibly have encountered. And when you start to think about those obstacles, think about when you actually were leading up to it and what you felt like, the fear you thought, and what possibly would have limited you from moving forward. And when you actually got there and actually completed it, you probably said to yourself, this wasn't that bad. This wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. And you push through. These are some of the things that we could begin to do to start to control our thoughts, to change the future. And really what's happening right now in business and in the world is that company that you work for or work with or that you currently own is experiencing a lot of change. A lot of it has to do with the change of e-commerce and all of these digital platforms that are being utilized right now, that are being leveraged by some companies and not being leveraged by others. And what's happening is we're calling this a digital disruption, right? But here's the real disruption. You think about a company like Uber, who owns no cars, Airbnb, who owns no buildings, no apartments. All they're doing is connecting people with people, connecting businesses with people, and businesses with businesses. And it's about connecting and utilizing the technology that is out there to really engage yourself in a future. And it's called innovation. And this is where your business is suffering. It's suffering from innovation. So your company is now about to hire someone new to help it get out of this situation it's currently in. But here's the problem with hiring someone new. A general manager or maybe new ownership, or maybe just a few new managers. These managers or these owners or these general managers are gonna come into your establishment and wind up becoming just like you. Why? Because it's the culture. And it's a culture that usually changes the environment. So unless we begin to change the culture within the environment, that's the only way we're going to start seeing different results. You, as the individual, have to have this belief and this understanding that the world has changed and you need to adapt. And how do you adapt? By doing things differently, by thinking differently. It's about taking what you can't imagine or you can't see as a reality, as a future reality, and really starting to think if those things are possible, relevant, and if you can hang on to one thing that you possibly think might be true about the future, I think you need to start asking your question how you can get there. All right, so I want you to create a list of 3-column list. On one side, I want you to jot down who you know. I then want you to jot down who you want to know. And then I want you to jot down who must know you. So these 3 columns you have to begin to fill so that you can share the information that I'm sharing with you with them, so you can begin to change your environment. All right? The company that you work for, you work with, or you own is changing. Unless you change your mentality and adapt a new, innovative, entrepreneurial type of approach to what you're doing, what you're feeling right now is the beginning of the end. All right, be great.